Today, devastation at a nightclub in North Macedonia after a fire broke out, killing at least 59 people. The blaze also injured more than 155. It's thought to have started from flares on the stage, hitting the flammable ceiling.
At least 59 people have died and 155 more injured in a fire at a nightclub in North Macedonia. It started in the early hours of this morning in the town of Kocani in the east of the country. Officials believe the fire began after fireworks were set off inside. Charlotte Cross has the latest.
It was a concert by a local band which ended in tragedy. Video online from earlier in the evening appears to show pyrotechnics used as part of the performance. Macedonia's Interior Minister suggested this, or possibly other fireworks set off by the crowd, might have set fire to the roof. Around 1,500 people are thought to have been inside at the time, and as the blaze spread, chaos broke out as people tried to run to safety. As the sun rose this morning, the scale of the disaster became clear. Dozens remain in hospital this afternoon with severe burns. Others never made it out alive. Families of those affected gathered in front of hospitals and Kocani's city offices, demanding answers from the authorities. But with an investigation already underway and a number of arrests made, ministers have called for patience and understanding as they try to get to the bottom of how this happened. Charlotte Cross, ITV News.
Good afternoon. At least 59 people have been killed in a nightclub fire in North Macedonia and more than 155 have been injured. The blaze broke out in the early hours of the morning during a concert by a hip-hop duo. The owner of the club in the town of Kocani has been detained and arrest warrants have been issued for 4 people. Our correspondent Guy Delorny sent this report from the scene.
This was the moment when a great night out turned into a disaster. North Macedonia's Interior Ministry says sparks from onstage pyrotechnics hit a ceiling which was made of highly flammable material at the Pulse nightclub in Kocani. As many as 1,500 young people may have been inside at the time for a concert by the popular band DNK. The flames soon took hold. Survivors said there was a crash inside as people rushed for the exits. Maria lost her sister in the panic.
The fire broke out. Everyone started screaming and shouting, "Get out, get out." But unfortunately, there was only one exit. Then everyone started pushing each other, so I headed for the exit. I don't know how, but I ended up on the ground. I couldn't get up, and at that moment, people started stomping on me. I don't know how, but somehow I managed to get out.
Police are now blocking off the way into the Pulse nightclub, which is behind this yellow and green hotel that you can see, because this is now the site of a criminal investigation. Quite apart from the fact that the venue went on fire and burned so fiercely, the police and the authorities want to know why it was so many people were packed inside and so many of them appear to have been underage. The authorities say those who died were aged from 14 to 24. People here are angry about how this could have been allowed to happen.
It's my only child, and he died. What am I supposed to do? They should all be punished and thrown down.
Ministers say the fire should never have occurred and that everyone who failed must be held to account.
I can guarantee that the investigation will be thorough and fast. We will engage experts from all fields and determine the reasons and those responsible for the accident.
A number of arrest warrants have already been issued. Now, with 7 days of mourning, this country must try to come to terms with an event that's claimed many of its young people's lives. And the government has held an emergency meeting during the afternoon, as well as deciding on a 7-day national mourning period. They've also issued an emergency order for all nightclubs, restaurants and other places which could host musical entertainment to have emergency inspections so there are no repeats of the kind of tragedy we've just seen here in Kocani.
Thank you very much. Guy Delorny reporting there.